Hello, welcome to our Mathematicats online session. You're welcome to our first one as well. This is our first after school club session that we are delivering as part of Mathematicats. And today we are going to be looking at shapes and making some bookmarks, so some bookmark maths. So behind Susan, we've got some examples, and we're going to be going through exactly how to make them and exactly how to decorate them and everything. And I've got a couple here. So I've got a ladybird and a jellyfish. So start thinking about some ideas of what kind of bookmark you might like to create whilst we start talking about how to create them. So we're doing this today because it's World Book Day coming up, which I'm sure you're aware of, and you're busy getting ready to celebrate your favourite stories. So we thought we'd just share some of our favourite math stories, because we're all about doing maths with our families. So I've got a couple of books here. This is called Colour Zoo, and it's by Lois Earlett, and it's a great book about shapes. So it uses shapes to show how animals can be made. So we've got a mouse here. We've got a monkey here. So you can talk about lots of different shapes that are being used to make the different animals. And the final one is a snake. So it's a great book for younger readers, maybe. So it's lots of discussion about shapes. And my other book is called Round is a Tortilla. And it's a book of shapes by Roseanne Greenfield Thong. And in here, there's lots of everyday maths. So when we walk around and we see maths everywhere, it talks about where we can see shapes. So we've got here, and it is an international book, so there are some words that are not English, but it just helps you learn some more words. We've got square are ventanas that give a view. Square is my clock and my photos too. And there's some lovely pictures about all the square things that person can see in their room. So it's a great book for talking about everyday maths and how it's all around you. Susan.
I've got some. So hi everyone. You may have seen this one before, and in fact, some of you may be going dressed up as this for World Book Day as a crayon. So this is by Oliver Jeffers, and it's the Crayon's Book of Numbers, and it is suitable for younger readers. So it's a counting book with some really lovely illustrations in there. So that's a really, really nice book. And then for older children, perhaps, although it is fun for singing along, the ants go marching, and it's times tables practice book. So it just goes, the ants are marching 6 by 6, hurrah, hurrah, and all different ones that you can sing along to help you practice. So yeah.
So if you have some maths books that you want to tell us about, we have some posts on our social channels that you can share your favourite maths books with us. We're trying to collect a good list so that we've got lots of options when we're doing our learning. So we're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. So if you have a look at our socials, so we're at Mathematicats UK. You can definitely join in the conversation there and tell us about your favourite maths stories and maybe learn about some new ones that you might not have heard of. So we are going to make some bookmarks, and for this we are going to need some paper. So we've got some colour paper, but plain paper works fine, and you can use pens and colours to decorate it. Some scissors, some glue for attaching the decorations, and any other kind of crafty materials that you might like to use. So if you haven't got those, this is a good time to get those so you're ready. And we're going to show you a couple of videos as well. So we're going to show you a video of how to make an origami bookmark. It's a very quick version, so don't worry, we are going to show you in real time as well, but we'll start with a video so you know where you're going to get to at the end, which is often useful. Then Susan's going to demonstrate making the bookmarks, so you can have a slowed down version and you can make along. So maybe watch the video and then make along with the demo. And then whilst we're creating our characters and our bookmarks, we've got another math story that we've got the author, a YouTube video of the author reading, or the author's family reading the story, and that's called The Perfect Fit. So we're going to play you that YouTube video so that you can just listen to a new math story. It's very relevant to what we're doing. So we're doing all about shapes today and thinking about how shapes fit together. So the first thing I'm going to do is share our video here. So this is how to make an origami bookmark. Okay, so that was a video of what we're going to be creating. And I'm just going to put Susan on Spotlight so that she can demo how to do it in real time.
Okay, so to make your bookmark, you will need a piece of paper. It does need to be square, but it doesn't matter if you've got a rectangle. I'll show you what to do. So what you need to do is you need to take the top corner, it doesn't matter which corner, and you need to fold it down to the bottom edge of your rectangle. So if I show you here, I'll take this top corner, fold it down so it's in line with the edge of the bottom of the paper, and I'm just going to fold that in place. Once you've got that, you'll notice that you've got a strip of paper left on the side, a rectangle. You just need to cut that off. You can take your time doing this, so I'm just going to do it really quickly today. So once you open your piece of paper back out, you'll see that you've got a square, and there's the rectangle that I've just snipped off. So once you've got your square of paper, you're ready to make your bookmark. Now I'm just going to get a smaller piece of paper just so it's a little bit easier to show you today. Okay, so you have your piece of paper, your square, and what you need to do is fold your square in half. Fold it into two, and the way that we're going to do that today is diagonally. So I'm going to take the top right hand corner and I'm going to fold it down to the bottom left hand corner. So if I open it out, you'll see that it's folded into two equal halves. Fold it back again, you'll see it is a triangle. But what kind of triangle is it? The clue is here. Perhaps you might like to write it in the chat what you think that triangle is. Once you've got that, you're going to open it back out and you're going to do the same on the other side. So you're going to fold the top left-hand corner down to the right-hand corner. So fold it the other way diagonally. So now when I open it out, how many sections do you think I will have now? Let's have a look. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 equal sections, so 4 quarters. Okay, so once you've folded it in half, you should have something that looks like that. All we're going to do now is we're going to turn it, we're going to rotate it, and we're going to rotate it 45 degrees, which is 1/8 of a circle. So don't worry if you don't understand too much what that means, but we're going to take the point that's here and we're going to move it to the bottom. So we're going to turn it 45 degrees, 1/8 of a circle, and so it should now look like that. Okay, I'll just show you again. So when you folded your square, you folded the top corner down to the bottom, and it should look like that. And now we're just going to rotate it, we're just going to turn it 45 degrees, and so that point is now at the bottom. Okay, and that's the bit where the flap is as well, so that's important that that flap is at the bottom. Next thing that you need to do is take the top left-hand corner, and you're going to take it down to the bottom corner. So it should look like that. So take that top corner and take it all the way down to the bottom. I'll just show you that a bit closer. So take the top corner and fold it down to the middle. And you're going to do the same on the other side. So take the right hand corner at the top, fold it down to the middle, and you should end up with something that looks like that. So a diamond or a rhombus. As you're doing this activity, you might want to think about, is my shape symmetrical? So each time you change the shape of your piece of paper, you can think, is it symmetrical? And what have I divided it into? What fractions? So if I open this piece of paper out now, and we have a look, we can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 equal sections. Okay, so we've divided it into 8. This activity actually is really good for practicing your spatial math skills because we think about how shapes and space are being transformed. So once you've got your diamond shape, the next thing you need to do is rotate it again. So this time we're going to turn it half a circle. So we're rotating 180 degrees. Okay, so we're going from this to this. And now the flap should be at the top. Once you've got the flaps at the top, you're just going to open your piece of paper back out to that triangle again. This time you're going to take the top corner and you're going to fold it down to the bottom. Okay, so we're going to just take the top corner of just the top flap. It's important to say it's just the top flap, and fold it down to the bottom edge. And once you've got this, then the next thing you need to do is just take this bottom right hand corner. This is the tricky bit now. You're just going to fold it up, and then you're just going to tuck it behind that little pocket that you've just made. So you're going to fold it up and then tuck it in behind that pocket, that flap. So it should look like that. So if I get it out, you'll be able to see I've just tucked it in. So taken the bottom corner and I've just tucked it in behind. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. So I'm going to take this bottom left hand corner and I'm going to just tuck it in to the pocket. And there we have our corner bookmark, our origami bookmark. So if I turn it round, you'll see that there is a pocket, and that's what's going to fit on the page of your book. So if we get the book, take this one, and I can just slot my little bookmark onto the corner of my book, and it will fit any right angle. And there's a clue to the question I asked you a while ago about what triangle was it. So any right angle it will fit. Once you've done that, then comes the fun bit. And so the next bit is all about decorating. And so you can decorate your bookmark however you want. You can stick bits of paper on, you can cut pieces of paper off, you can even tuck this bit in at the bottom, so you don't have to have the point at the bottom. You can actually tuck it in and it will still work as a bookmark. So you can use that shape as well. So have lots of fun, get creative. And we've got dinosaur. You might want to add some bits to it. So you might want to add some googly eyes, or you might want to draw some on some teeth. So that fits onto your book as if it's eating the book. We've got a crab. So you don't have to keep the bottom on of your bookmark. So one, I've actually just cut off the bottom bit and then stuck some little feet on there. So you could make something like that. Got sunflower. You might want to make something that's not a creature or an animal. Got a dinosaur. And again, just stuck extra bits on. So you can get really, really creative with these. You might want to do something that's based on your favourite book, like Leva said earlier. And here's the one from the video. So from the book Clownfish by Alan Durant. So a little clownfish. So yeah, now's the time to get busy, get creative.
Oh, thank you, Susan. So if you need to go back and have a look at any of those instructions, you can obviously rewind this video. The link to the other video that we played will also be in the description, so you can stop now, pause, and watch the video a few times if you missed any of those bits. And now we're going to play a video of the perfect fit being read by a family member of the authors, and it's a great story about some shapes basically. So you guys keep creating, keep your masterpieces going. We're just going to get this story read so that you've got something to listen along to while you're creating. So here we go.
Hello everyone, my name is Bob. My daughter is all grown up now, but ever since she was little, she's wanted to write storybooks for children. This is her very first book. It's written by her, illustrated by her husband, and inspired by her son, my grandson. I'd like to share it with you now. It's called The Perfect Fit. It's a story about a triangle who feels that she just doesn't fit in with the other shapes. So she sets off in search of somewhere she truly belongs. This is Triangle. Triangle loved rolling with the circles. Whee! Let's roll! But sometimes she felt a bit different. The circles didn't mind when Triangle accidentally bumped into them, but Triangle did. Sorry. Ooh, that tickles. I'm having a ball. Stick around. She felt like she was getting in their way. Oh dear. So she decided to find somewhere she could truly belong. Just around the corner, Triangle discovered some squares. Hey, Square.
Step on up. Come and play with us,
The squares said. So Triangle did. Higher, higher. They played all sorts of games, and it was brilliant.
Let's build a tower,
One of the squares suggested.
Cannonball! I'm the king of the castle. Whoa!
So Triangle hopped up to help. Uh-oh.
Moving on up.
But they all came crashing down. Sorry, Triangle cried.
It's okay,
Said the squares.
we don't mind. Timber! I'm flying!
But Triangle did. She didn't want to spoil their game. She shook her head. I need to find somewhere I fit perfectly. Around the next corner, Triangle found some hexagons. Do you want to play? They asked. Triangle nodded. Friend!
Let's play!
There were so many games Triangle could play with the hexagons. It was lots of fun. Ice cream!
Cool!
Let's make a pattern, the hexagon suggested. Triangle joined in, but she kept making the pattern different, not the same. Oh no. Can we play something else? The hexagon said. Not again. But Triangle decided to say goodbye and keep on going. Triangle searched and searched. Hello? But couldn't find anywhere she fit perfectly. Anybody there? She was starting to feel very fed up. Anyone? Maybe there aren't any other triangles. Maybe I'm the only one. But then she looked up and thought she saw a familiar shape in the sky. You're not a triangle, are you? Triangle asked. Almost, but not quite, the star said. Triangle sighed. Don't worry, there are shapes that look exactly like you, and they're not that far away. Finally, she found them, triangles that were exactly the same as her in every single way. She rushed over to join them. Woohoo! Room for one more.
Hey there!
Together they played lots of triangle games, and it was wonderful. What shall we do next? One of the triangles asked.
Let's roll!
Triangle suggested.
Big fan of this.
Hey, Star.
Merry Christmas!
Bravo! But none of the triangles knew how to roll.
I'm stuck.
As Triangle tried to show them, she thought about all the fun she'd had with the other shapes, and it gave her an idea.
Let's go! Follow the leader. Hold up!
You found the others, the star called down.
I did,
Triangle replied.
and we had lots of fun. But I realised there was something missing. Everyone else. Over here. Come with me. Follow me. Would you all like to play with me?
The shapes were very excited. They all had a brilliant time. See?
saw. So much fun. Woohoo! Ace. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off!
Oh yeah! Nice hit! Nice moves! And even though Triangle wasn't exactly the same as everyone else, it was still a perfect fit.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that story. Hopefully you've created some lovely little animals or creatures or flowers to put over your bookmarks, over your books to help keep your place. So I've got a little ladybird here. I know there's lots of stories about ladybirds, so that might suit a ladybird book. I've also made a jellyfish. It's a little jellyfish with long things, which hopefully won't get in the way when I'm saving my place. But I quite like jellyfish and stories about the sea. So it'd be great to see the things that you create and the things that you make with your Bookmark Maths. So feel free to share some comments about the animals or the creatures or the objects that you've created in our chat. Ask us any questions. We'll be here every Tuesday at 4:30 answering any questions and kind of seeing what you guys are all up to. And if you want to go on our socials, you can share your pictures, pictures of things that you've created so that we can kind of share them with everybody else and join the conversation about the math stories online. Hi, Susan. Do you want to show us what you made while that video was going on?
Yeah, it kicked me out of the meeting for some reason. Sorry. Yeah, so I was still busy creating. So I made my blue little bookmark into a whale. So there's my whale bookmark. Actually, I think I might prefer that tucked in, actually. So thinking about it, so let's tuck that in. Yeah, that's better, I think. So there's my bookmark whale. I've also made a cat named Sid. I think this is probably my favourite book of all time. So 6 Dinner Sid. So I've made Sid to sit on Sid's book. So 6 Dinner Sid. There's my cat bookmark. And I've also made, this is another favourite book of mine, I've also made this character. Don't know whether any of you would know who this is. It's a book by Julia Donaldson, and it's illustrated by Catherine Rayner, The Go Away Bird. So just put my Go Away Bird bookmark onto there. And there we have my Go Away bookmark.
So we are going to be here every Tuesday during term time. So UK term time at 4:30. We'll have a new video up for you to join in with some fun, creative maths. And we're going to be exploring the art of maths. So getting creative and using our imagination and our design skills to make lots of really cool, interesting activities that kind of link to different areas in maths. So we've done lots of shape things this week, but it will change up each week. So you can join us at 4:30 on a Tuesday if you are free then, but if not, the video will be there from then and it will stay up. So please do come when it's convenient, and we'd love for families to get involved. So parents, please share your designs too, and get involved with the children and see if you can make a group effort at joining in with our family maths activities. It's been lovely to see you all, have you all here, and we will see you again next week.
Thanks, everyone.